Hello everyone, welcome to another chess video. This video I'm going to discuss a chess opening which is very interesting, and it's a gambit. And if you want to win quickly with black pieces, especially in your online games, online blitz games or roulette games, you can probably use this opening. And this opening is called Stafford Gambit. I recently came across this opening and found this very interesting. I have used it in my own games, and even strong players fall for this trap. Actually, this is not one trap. There are series of traps, and we'll look at different fifth move alternatives for white. One is 5 e3, then we'll look at 5 e5, and we'll look at 5 knight c3. My name is Sumit. I'm a digital chess coach, and if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Please like this video and do share it with your friends so that they also get benefited of this chess knowledge. And do enable the bell icon so that you get notified of such videos that I'll be making in the future. So without further ado, let's look at Stafford Gambit. Okay, the Stafford Gambit begins with the Petrov defense, which is otherwise called the Russian defense, and it starts with e4 and e5 by black, knight to f3, knight to f6. This is called the Petrov defense, or another name for this defense is the Russian defense. So black aims to get a symmetrical structure so that he can fight for equality from the opening itself. There are many lines. White can play d4, or white can play knight to c3, transposing to e4 knight defense or the 3 knight defense. But the main line is knight takes e5, and black would continue either d6, or there are other moves like queen to e7, which is an old variation. But the Stafford Gambit begins with knight to c6. So I have researched a little bit about Stafford Gambit. It was first played in a correspondence game in the US between Lawrence and Stafford. I'll be making another video how to refute the Stafford Gambit. This is the Gambit. White has taken the pawn on e5, and black simply develops a piece to knight c6. Knight takes c6, he takes c6. This is the main continuation, and then there are many moves. Here white can play e5, hitting the knight, or he can play d3 or knight to c3. So we'll look at these three different alternatives one by one. So first we'll look at d3. White plays d3, and now black should develop very aggressively because he has sacrificed a pawn. Bishop to c5, hitting the weak f2 point. Now if white develops bishop to g5, this is a blunder. I'll tell you why. You can stop this video and try to find the brilliancy here. It's a beautiful move. I'll give you a couple of seconds. So you have spotted knight takes e4, boom, brilliant move. And if black simply sacrifices his queen, and what is the idea behind this move? After bishop takes d8, black simply plays bishop takes f2 check. After king e2, bishop to g4 check, which is a brilliant, beautiful checkmate. And this is a beautiful checkmate on the board. And this is what happens when white is not careful. So after d3, if white simply develops bishop e2, black plays a fishing pole move, which is h5. If you have referred my earlier videos, I'll put it in the link below. The fishing pole trap, where black tries to checkmate the white king by playing knight to g4. A similar idea will be replicated here. White castles, and black plays knight g4, now pressurizing on the f2 point and also hitting the h2 square. And white tries to kick off the knight by playing h3, and now we don't retreat the knight back, but just simply attacks. It is what Stafford Gambit is all about, attack. You just go for the white king here, and it is so much fun to play. Black plays, can you spot the move? A brilliant continuation, queen to d6. Brilliant move, threatening a checkmate on h2. And there's no repetition. White is busted here. There's no way white can escape getting checkmated now. The golden rule is that if you have three pieces attacking the enemy king, invariably there will be some checkmate or heavy loss of material. So white captures this knight, h2 g4, and h takes g4, and this threat is you cannot parry this threat, because the only way white can parry this threat is by playing g3, and white is simply busted. So this is a beautiful continuation, and we have seen two brilliant ideas by black. If white plays fifth move on Okay, so we have seen the white's fifth move, alternative 5 d5. Now we'll see what will happen if white plays e5, and black plays knight to e4. And if white plays a very natural move, d3, black can counter it by playing bishop to c5, attacking this f2 point. If knight is taken, you just simply play bishop takes f2, king takes f2, and queen takes u1, and you are a q now. The fifth move, alternative by white, e5, knight e4, and what will happen if white plays d4? Just simply play queen h4, hitting the f2 point again, and if white plays g3, simply take it, knight takes g3, f takes g3, queen e4 check. You are giving a check, at the same time you'll be picking up the white rook. So it's a double attack, and you get a winning position. Now we'll see what happens if white plays the natural knight to c3, and after bishop c5 you can play d3, but it usually transposes to the d3 variation, where you play d3 first and then bishop c5 and knight c3. It transposes. And after knight to g4, bishop to e3, knight to e3, f takes e3, bishop takes e3. You can see that the dark square dominates the board, and white has lots of weaknesses on the dark squares, and black is dominating. So this is not a trap basically, but this is an idea that you can use in Stafford Gambit to get an advantage. This is one of my favorite traps in the Stafford Gambit. It's a very interesting trap. After knight c3, bishop c5, if white goes for the natural development by playing bishop to c5, you just play knight to g4, and after castles, queen h4, hitting the h2 point, and if white parries that by playing knight h3, just simply play knight takes f2, threatening to take the queen f3, knight takes h3, discovered check, and it's a double check as well. After king h1, knight f2, again a double check and a discovered check, king g1, and queen h1 checkmates. Isn't it interesting? we'll end with a bang, with a great variation which might work against a grandmaster or an international master as well. So after knight c3, bishop c5, bishop e2, h5, the fishing pole move. White tries to avoid that by playing h3. Now black plays queen d4, hitting on f2, castle, and now knight to g4. Boom! Again, these two squares are in question. Black is attacking these two squares, and after h takes g4, if you don't take the knight, then it will be really difficult position for white. H takes g4, g3, queen e5, threatening these two dark squares, and h5 is open, and white is also threatening queen h5. There are multiple threats. White tries king g2, trying to play rook to h pawn. Now comes another punch. This is a jab. Bishop takes f2 and king takes f2. For example, if rook takes f2 and queen h5 is crushing, so he plays king takes f2. After rook h2 check, king e3, queen g3 check, king d4, bishop e6, and white king is in the center. Soon he will get checkmated. After d3, simply castle, king c5, queen e5 check, and you can figure out how to checkmate the white king, which is in the center. So this is a brilliant opening for blitz and bullet games. You can score quick victories, and but it is not a sound opening, so I won't advise you to play this in a classical game. But yes, online blitz game and online bullet game, definitely you can play this opening, and even 2300, 2400, even 2500 players would fall for this traps. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, and please enable the bell icon so that you get notified of my future videos. I'll be making more such videos which will benefit you, and you will learn lots of traps. And not only traps, I'll be making videos on openings and games, build game concepts, etc. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.